Hey guys, it's Victoria. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I have quite a few things planned. The first thing I'm going to be doing is a gel polish encapsulated nail set, which I will explain in just a second. And then I'm going to show you how I get my rhinestones and nail art to last super long. So back to that first thing, we're going to be doing a gel polish encapsulated look. Usually when you do your nails, you would prep your nails, do your nail extension process. You would file them up, clean them up, and apply your gel polish. What we are going to be doing today is applying our gel polish first and then using clear to cover it up and encapsulate it. And the gel polish manicure will be underneath all of our polygel. I'm going to go ahead and do my peel off base coat and add my tips really quick. I have a completely different prepping process from someone who wants their nails to last long because mine only last a couple of days. So I'm going to do that off camera and then I'll be right back. Okay, so here's what we have. Not too long, not too short. So with this, we are going to be painting our gel polish down like kind of directly on the tip. The only thing is there is a line of demarcation between the tip and my natural nail, so I'm gonna have to do something to smooth that out. First thing I'm gonna do is use some Macart Clear, apply a very small amount, just enough to cover up the nail plate. And this is going to get flattened out, mostly covering up and smoothing out where the tip and the nail meet. And now just for the bottom. Okay, so that took about like 10 or 15 seconds. I'm gonna go ahead and cure this. This one is much smoother than it was before, and I feel way more comfortable applying my gel polish onto this surface than to these surfaces. So let me go ahead and fix these up. Okay, so I am all finished. I'm gonna go ahead and clean off the sticky layer. I'm gonna go ahead and buff up these nails to remove the shine, put some scratches in it so that the gel polish has a good surface to stick to. I've never seen anyone do this, so I was completely winging it throughout this whole process, trying to think of what would make it work the best. This is something that I learned about from one of my subscribers. Her name is Katrina, and she told me how if you put your polygel over top of your gel polish, it'll help keep the sides from bulking up. So that's why we're trying it today, and we are just winging it and trying our best. Okay, so now it's time to get into gel polishing them and then we'll encapsulate. In my last video, I tried out the new Vettsy solid gel polishes. They come in these cute little jars. It's like a cream gel formula. The colors are so beautiful. I'm going to use them again. So I'm going to be using 19, which is a like rose gold, really pretty sparkly color, and then 17, which is a like purpley mauve color. It came with this number 6 gel brush, so I'm going to use that. I'm making the base super simple, just all with one color, and then later on we will add some rhinestones and make it all fancy. Okay, so here's what I have. It's not the smoothest gel polish application I've ever done, but I think that the clear will kind of like have a clouding effect over the top, and I think it'll kind of cover up some of the mistakes. Let's go ahead and get into the encapsulation part. I'm going to press out a bead of polygel like that, where it's nice and long. It has a bit of a bulb at the bottom so that I can create an apex. First, I'm just bringing this bead down to my cuticle, into my sidewalls, and now I'm going to press out the center of the bead and then start to pull down on the edges and bring it to the edge of the nail. Wiping down the sides and pulling all the excess up over the nail and then wiping it away. Sometimes when my brush isn't doing what I need it to do, I'll put slip solution on my finger and work with the polygel that way, and sometimes it works better than the brush, just in case you've never thought to do that. Okay, just smoothing everything out now. So I'm going to go ahead and cure this. Now same thing to the purple nails. Bring this rounded edge of the bead down to the cuticle and then dragging product to the sidewalls. I always pull from the edges. You always want to keep the most product in the center because thickness equals strength in nails, and you want to make sure that the center is the strongest point. If you hit your nail, bang it on something, that is where all the pressure is going to fall to keep it from breaking. Okay, here's the side view. Looking pretty good. It's gonna go ahead and get cured. They're looking pretty decent so far. Definitely looking much better once it's encapsulated. Okay, so the nails are all done, just cleaning off that sticky layer. Here's what they're looking like. And now it's time to file. I have my dust collector and my 100-180 grit hand file that I'm going to be shaping up my nails with. Okay, so they're all reshaped. Now it's time to file the surface of them. I'm gonna start off with this bit right here. It is a medium cone ceramic drill bit, and I like how sharp the edge is. It's gonna help me really get into my cuticle area. And then after that, I'm going to file the surface of my nails with this sanding band because I laid the polygel pretty well, so they really just need to be smoothed over. First, I'm going to be going around my cuticle, making sure that nothing's touching my skin, breaking up any product that is. And then with the sanding band, I'm going to use up and down motions to debulk the nail and side to side motions to smooth out the nail. And they're looking pretty good, but I did notice that I filed off the very edge of the nail in some areas. You can see my natural nail peeking through all the way on the side and a little bit on that side. What other nail? This nail right here. I definitely just did nick myself a couple of times in the corners, so it picked up some of the gel polish. Not loving that, but it's all the way in the corner and I don't think it's going to be super noticeable, so let's go ahead and move on. So I pulled out my favorite rhinestones, and then I have some Amazon rhinestones. These are clear and AB stones, and then these are colorful stones. So I'm not quite sure about what I'm going to do with the placement. I usually just let you guys watch me figure it out as I go, but I do want to explain the little system that you can use to keep your rhinestones on for a really long time. I never have rhinestones just flying off. So in order to do this, you're going to need two items. It's kind of like a combo. You're going to need some rhinestone glue. This one is from McCart. I really like this one. Another one that I've tried is from Model Ones. It was very inexpensive and worked great. I believe it was like between $2 and $5. But this is the one that I'm currently using. And then you also need a top coat. Any top coat. Right now I am using Mia Secret Glass Finish top coat. So the first thing that you want to do is take your rhinestone glue. Rhinestone glue is going to be great if you have a lot of gems that you're placing, and especially if those gems are big. So I'm just going to grab some. This brush came with this gel. I'm going to be placing stones from bottom to top in the center of my ring finger. So I'm going to apply the gel there. Now this would definitely hold your rhinestones in really well by itself because of how thick it is and how strong it is when it cures. But I prefer to put gel top coat over top of it for two reasons. It adds another layer for the rhinestones to have to grip into. And the second reason is because when the rhinestones get placed and get cured in the lamp, I'm not having to weave through the rhinestones to apply my top coat. It's already on, the nail's already shiny. I have nothing left to do on it. This right here is a wax pen. On this side is the wax to help you pick rhinestones up, and on this side is a metal tip that allows you to push the rhinestones around into the perfect placement. So from my big case of rhinestones, I'm going to be using this kind of like a diamond shape, and I'm placing the rounded edge around my cuticle area at the very base. Now I'm going to jump into the purple in this rhinestone case. And with the AB stones, which are the ones that are reflective, these are clear, these are AB. I'm going to get a small size and I'm going to place them all the way down the nail. So we are placing all of these into the wet gel. Nothing has gotten cured yet. Okay, so here's what I have, and now it will get cured. And it's at this moment that the rhinestone gel and the gel polish are going to grip onto the rhinestones, and I promise you I never have any rhinestones pop off. It's been so long since I've lost a rhinestone. Something I do want to say is that if you are doing really small rhinestones and you're just doing a couple of them, if you have a very thick top coat, that would work as well for really small gems. On a side note, the nails are looking pretty good as I'm top coating them and seeing how they're coming out with the gel polish being underneath of the polygel. Not bad. Alright, so here's what they're looking like with all the top coat on and the gemstones on. They're looking so cute. I love it. I'm gonna go ahead and cuticle oil this up. I really hope that you guys are able to have super long lasting gems on your sets now that you've watched this video. And about earlier when we were doing the gel polish underneath of the polygel, it definitely worked. I don't have too many bad things to say. I'm not the biggest fan of me filing off the product on the sides. I like to have thin sidewall so I don't get any lifting. So if I'm filing into that gel polish and it's kind of messing up the look, it's not my favorite thing. I personally don't think that I would do it again, but I do have to say the shape looks phenomenal for this to be gel polish. So it definitely worked in that regard. They're super cute. I love the colors that I used from the Vettsy gel polish. They're super pigmented and the color payoff is great. They look really nice underneath of this clear polygel. They were really easy to work with and really creamy. And just look at the color of it. If you want to see where I really talked about these gel polishes and reviewed them, you can check out last week's video. As far as this method, I would say if you really struggle to get that clean shape after polishing your nails with gel polish, maybe give this a try. Just be careful of those sidewalls. Like I said, it really did work. That is all that I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.